Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Cowboy.
Now McCarthy.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Down the left sideline.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Dart.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
14 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard
Dart.
line.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw is Dart.
Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Giants' 2-yard line.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third and goal.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody better.
They run it with Mason. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing his dart.
His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 11-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
To the air again, Dart.
And it's caught.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14.
Giants 15.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
He's got Mason complete.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now it's Mason.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Mason
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Giants 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now, Dart. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now Dart. Crossing run catch made by Johnson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now back to throw.
We'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First throw now for the backup wins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now wins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
And they'll go again with Mason.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.